Fact or cap? Fred Warner is the best defensive player in the NFL.
Fact. I don't know why.
Just that quick?
Yeah. Have y'all seen him? He's forcing fumbles. He's catching interceptions, getting pick sixes. The film? Watch the tape. Just watch the tape. TJ is the other guy who I would be like, okay, maybe TJ because he's a monster. But last week he didn't really do anything. But in like prior weeks before that, he's been all over the place. But yes, Fred Warner is the best player in the NFL. So this is a fact. Watch the tape.
The best defensive player.
Anybody on defense, corner, safety, defensive tackle. Okay.
I was just asking, brother.
Outside linebacker, anybody. Fred Warner is the best defensive player in the NFL. This is a fact.
All right, Kaz, I'm going to swing to you next. Fact or cap? Fred Warner is the best defensive player in the NFL.
I wasn't prepared for this question, so therefore I did not do enough research to think about this. But
just watch the tape.
There's nobody right now that's standing out to me defensively outside of an Aiden Hutchinson who, getting like 5 sacks in a single game. Or the Packers collectively, they've forced, I think, like 11 turnovers on the season. If not more than that, I'm not sure how many turnovers they had. Regardless, when it comes to individual performance, fuck, man, I might have to say it's a fact. Just because of ignorance right now. Again, I haven't really thought about that 4 weeks in. Who is
Fred can guard your slot receiver. He can guard your slot receiver. He can stop the run. He can force fumbles. He can get.
He's not. Yeah.
He does everything.
I think after this week, that kind of solidified it for now. Because that fucking pick six was dope. I was like, damn, that dude is
He's been doing that too. So
I know, but we don't want to have recency bias to go, well, now he's not, even though last year, the best defensive player in the league was
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. You know what I'm saying? Is Myles Garrett just not a guy anymore, or is he just having a bad 4 weeks? You know what I mean? So I'll just say right now, I'm cool with that. I'll say it's fact.
Fact or cap? Fred Warner is the best defensive player in the NFL. And unfortunately, fellas, I'm going to have to be that guy. I have to put the cap on and say this is cap. I get it. Forced fumble here, pick six here. He's doing it all. Pound for pound, is he the best player? It's hard to say that because Toddy said he can guard a receiver. He can guard a running back. But when you think DPOY, what's the first stat we all think of? Sacks. He's not getting the numbers. People want to see people sack the quarterback. So it's a hard race for him to run in. He's running with his leg tied. He's running with one leg because he's never going to have the sack numbers. He'll have the picks. He'll have the tackles for loss. He'll have the fumbles. He'll have everything. He will not have the sacks. But one of my good friends made a good point to me. A lot of defenses sub out their linebackers for coverage plays. Fred Warner stays out there. You can't put a lot of linebackers in corner. You can't put a lot of linebackers in coverage. I mentioned earlier with Nolan Smith going out there trying to guard somebody and look crazy. Fred Warner goes out there and looks like he's a corner. So, yeah, he does all that stuff, but he'll never have the sack numbers. And for me, I think he's top 3. It's really hard to put a number on these, but it's definitely Fred, TJ, and Myles for me. I would probably lean more TJ or Myles. Just because they have the wars, they have the DPOY, but like I said, there's not really that many better linebackers than Fred Warner. He's the best linebacker in the game. When you bring up all time, he's up there with the best of them. So there's a lot of things that he does, but because he never will have the numbers to show it, people will look at this and say no. But Fred Warner is a hell of a player. If this said the best linebacker in the NFL, hands down. But best defensive player in the NFL, there's a shit ton of guys that are really, really good in this NFL, but Fred Warner is definitely up there. So that will conclude